Warning! This is a hot take, pun intended. I gotta confess, I am really not a fan of churches giving out coffee mugs with their logos on them as gifts to new visitors. I'll never understand this. I go to your church for the first time, I fill out my personal info, I return the Connect card, and then you do me the honor of giving me a mug with your church's logo on it. Now, I published a short video about this recently, and while it was largely well received, there were plenty of you that thought I was totally wrong. And to be clear, I am not above correction. Every idea and opinion deserves to be interrogated irrespective of its source. Yes, helping churches with communications is my job, but that does not mean I don't get stuff wrong. So I wanted to respond to your objections one by one and see if we cannot get to the bottom of this controversy. A few ground rules first. To be clear, I've got no issue with churches giving gifts to new visitors as a general practice. In fact, I'd encourage it. But why are we doing it? For me, there are two reasons. Number one, I want to introduce guests to our church's values and DNA. Hey, this is what our church is all about. And number two, I want to get this new visitor in touch personally with one of our pastors or leaders. The point of the gift is to be a conduit for personal connection to take place. So those are the two values that are motivating my decisions here. If you have different values, it's perfectly sensible to come to different conclusions. But, and this is important, it's the missional values that must drive our methods. Mission over method. It can't be the other way around. So why do I hate the mug as a gift in the first place? Well, because it's not a gift, it's marketing materials masquerading as a gift. And I don't have a problem with churches engaging in marketing, but when your marketing efforts are transparently wrapped in the facade of a gift, that leaves a not so great lasting impression. And this gift as a gesture can come off as pretty self-absorbed. Now, don't get upset when I say this. It's not a personal attack on you or your church. We're just interrogating ideas here. And realistically, why does your church give out a mug anyway? Probably because so many other churches do it. Because those of us that serve in the church, we wear many hats. We're already spread too thin. We don't have the time, energy, or expertise to think through every little thing. So what happens? We just look at what other churches are doing and we follow the leader. But when we blindly copy other churches, the danger is that we're no longer keeping mission above method. We're flipping them. Now, a lot of you didn't take to the idea that giving away a mug is a self-absorbed gesture. And here's what you had to say about that. The gift is a reminder. Next time you're having a cup of coffee at home, you might see the mug and think about coming back to church. Right. That's precisely my point. We're saying the quiet part out loud here. The primary purpose of the mug is not to be a gift, but to act as a mini billboard in the cabinet of a person's home, reminding them the church exists, reminding them to come back, marketing materials masquerading as a gift. Like, let's flip the script here. Imagine you have a sister named Rachel, and Rachel has a new boyfriend coming to Christmas this year. His name is Mark, and Mark is a real estate agent. And this is your first time meeting Mark, so you're exchanging gifts on Christmas morning. Mark hands you the gift he bought for you. You unwrap it, and it's a mug with a shiny logo on it that reads, Mark the Realtor. Is that a gift you're excited to receive? And what does it say about Mark that that was the gift he decided to give to you? Maybe he wants you to be able to enjoy a hot cup of coffee, sure, but maybe he also wants you to know he's a realtor. And the next time you're thinking of a move, he's top of mind. Again, that's not first and foremost a gift. It's marketing materials inside the Trojan horse of a coffee mug. Now, another common retort I received in the comments from folks was, hey, just be grateful. The church doesn't have to give you anything. Just say thanks and move on, man. And hey, fair. The thing is, I struggle to think of a more useless gift than a mug with a church logo on it. Like, stay with me here. What is the utility of a mug? To live in my cabinet and to hold drinks. But I have mugs already. And mugs, they never expire. I've been drinking out of the same coffee mugs at my grandparents since I was a child. And look, you probably have mugs that you already like as well. Maybe you have some mugs from places you've traveled to, or you collect certain types. Maybe you've got some that hold sentimental value because of how long you've had them. You don't need a mug. You already have some. And those mugs will only ever need to be replaced if you break them, which is why, hey, if you want to slap your church's logo on something and give it to a visitor, at least let's slap it on something that they might need. Consumables are great for this. Coffee beans, let's say, or freshly baked bread. I saw that idea in the comments a lot. I thought it was really cool. Even if you gave me socks with your church's logo on it, the socks I have now will eventually need replacing. So I could even see myself wearing your church socks because there is a foreseeable need somewhere in the future. I will never need another coffee mug in my life. And if you're thinking, Brady, must be nice for you. Some people might not have as much as the rest of us and a mug would be useful. To which I would respond, if a person is in that place of need, then there are so many better ways to meet their need, like a voucher to get some food or a Starbucks gift card even if you want to keep it coffee themed. But I'd posit that a mug with your church's logo on it being given to a person in that place of need is even more tone deaf than if you gave it to me. And look, You might say at this point, dude, you are totally overthinking this. It's just a mug. It's not hurting anyone. Just let it be. And I agree in the sense that if you're giving out a mug at your church right now, it's not sin. Obviously, I just see it as a big missed opportunity because my job is church communications. So in the same way a preacher might delight in the minutia of their sermon's composition, or in the same way a worship leader might delight in the intricacies of a praise set, I delight in the details of this kind of stuff. And I don't believe for a moment that it doesn't make a difference. It is difficult for the average church to reach new people and new families. And so when they do decide to visit our churches for the first time, we've got one chance to leave a lasting impression, one chance to show them what our church really cares about, and one chance to connect them personally to pastoral care. And if we squander that opportunity, chances are the family leaves never to be heard from again. That's how it goes most of the time. So yes, I absolutely care about this stuff, and I delight in the details of it because I believe the consequences can be immense if we get it wrong. All right, wise guy, well, what's your suggestion then? It's easy to be a critic. What about some solutions? Well, I have long been an advocate for making a donation on behalf of your new visitor to a charity of their choice, and I was thrilled to see so many of you in the comments talking about how your church does this. To me, this demonstrates that you are a church not focused on yourself, but focused on meeting the needs of others. Moreover, by inviting your new visitor into the act of giving, to be a participant, you're setting the precedent that you are partners from day one. We do ministry together. That's what our church is all about. Of course, that solves the first objective of introducing guests to our church's values and DNA, but we still want to get them in touch personally with one of our pastors or leaders. So how do we do that? The Church Connect card. And I created a free template for you to use for this. It's easily customizable, and I show you how to do that in this video. This is the video that you should watch next. Download the Connect card template. The link is in the video. Because again, I'm not here to simply critique and not offer solutions. Far from it. That's what this next video is dedicated to, and I'll see you there.